Hey everybody, I want to talk about this thing I call the Crucifix prison. It's a control and attack position from side control that I really like to use. It's working really well for me. So let's take a look. So our story begins when I'm in side control. Usually it starts when I have at least a little bit of an underhook on this arm, and I want to take control of this arm. Now, I see a lot of people trying to really fight this arm hard with their arm, but I think it's much better to just get control of this arm with one of my knees. So it can look something like this, like he's probably going to try to block me from advancing, and then I'll just say grab his wrist, and I'm just trying to get my knee to pop out. As soon as I have this, I'm gonna put my weight on this arm and I'm gonna dive in for this underhook really tighter. Now right here, you've probably seen this, like windshield wipers kind of action that make sure that his arm is trapped. So this is all good, but the point is, the secret as far as I'm concerned here is this is what's going on here. Like right now there's weight on his chest, and if Alan is bridging when there's weight on his chest, then this is really affecting me a lot. Try to like show a bunch of stuff that you can, yeah, there's a yeah. So this point is bridgeable, meaning he can put a lot of force into this spot with his bridges. So in order to avoid that, in order to have good control, I really want to hover over his chest. So instead of my back looking like this, instead of having this kind of arch that maybe you like to do to put weight on people, right now I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to have like this type of arch in my back, and right now I'm going to make sure that I'm really kicking down the floor here, and I'm really putting a lot of weight somewhere here over his arm. So maybe it's going to look like this. I'm just showing you that this leg can be free. I'm not actually going to be here, but just showing you that there's no weight on this leg. So I'll be here, and now if Alan tries to bridge, it means nothing, and his arms are actually, there's a lot of weight both here and here. So Alan, can you try to just kind of like move around a little bit? I need to balance. Yeah, and here I can switch and keep a lot of weight on my leg and on my head and arm here. As long as I have space here, as long as I'm not giving him my weight to control so he can bridge me away, this is really good control. Entries to here, it can look like I said, if he knows what he's doing, he knows this elbow is precious, so he's not going to give me this elbow for free. I'm going to control this arm as much as I can right now with this. And then, so the one thing I showed you was maybe put this, maybe rest on his wrist until your knee peeks out, and then go to town. Or I'll do it with this one. Maybe I'll be here and I'll be able to slide up like this. And it's gonna look like this when I start. And you're gonna have to practice both, controlling like with both legs. You can even do something weird like this, like you're kind of like hugging his arm with your feet like this. It's a lot of control, and you're gonna have to work your balance here and see how it goes. And then when you want to go for an attack, usually you'll have this leg here and this one will base out, and then you can go here. That's one thing. another thing you can do is switch and start working the Kimura here. There's a lot of attacks, and also you can lift him up a little bit and you can dive for a guillotine. So this is really a good position, a really good control and attack position. I love it. It's working really well for me. Try it out and see how it goes. Okay, after you've seen some entries, let's take a look at several attacks. So in this position, I wanted you to see that I can dive for a guillotine. So 1 and 2, just showing you that I can have that guillotine there. And sometimes if you really get somebody tired, then you can try to go for this kind of a leaning choke, and you just need to open his neck up a little bit and put enough weight on that elbow and you can have that choke. Right here I'm showing you that I can have my arm very loose from the top. I just need to make sure that I don't lose his elbow. And now I'm working to separate his arm, and I'm gonna go for kind of an arm bar. And finally, you can see how I'm working to get the Kimura. And last thing, I was showing David that my arms and on the bottom can be loose if he gets this type of control, but they're trapped and he has my elbows and my bridges don't mean anything. So if you practice this, then this is the type of control that you're looking for. And as usual, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and very importantly, please share it with your jiu-jitsu buddies, and I'll see you next time.